What's up, guys? NBA Talk. Here with the only game of the night, the Oklahoma City Thunder versus San Antonio Spurs, Game 5. Oklahoma City Thunder worked this out. It was tough. It was nasty. There was a lot of non-calls on both sides. But it is what it is. Oklahoma City Thunder walks out with a win. They're up 3-2, and is now switched on their court now, meaning they have the complete advantage of closing out this series and moving on to the play next round. We'll see. Um, this was it was pretty much a defensive game. Both teams being very disruptive on both sides. I would say San Antonio Spurs had a much bigger impact on defense. Because so many turnovers the Oklahoma City Thunder, sorry, has done. They did 20 turnovers, which is a huge factor. It has been a problem for the Oklahoma City Thunder, but they pushed through. It went from skills wise, like pretty much both teams trying to outwit the other, in which most of it would be go towards the San Antonio Spurs. But as time went on, it starts to be a battle of will. Who could just knock down the tough shots, and it ended up being Russell Westbrook leading the team to greatness and to win um, a huge battle, a very huge battle. This was no joke. So Kevin Durant uh, shot 8 out of 21 from the field, 23 points overall, 6 rebounds and 5 assists, 2 steals to boot. Serge Ibaka not really having much of a game on paper, like pretty much on stats wise. I say he still has had a couple of impacts on the court. He only played 29 minutes compared to everyone else, other than Robinson. He played 22 minutes, but Serge Ibaka did have some impact in this game on the defensive end, not the offensive end though. He only made 5 points. Steve Adams, in my opinion, had the biggest impact along the whole game, like the longevity of the game as time went by. 12 points, 11 rebounds, playing very fantastic defense, especially going up against LaMarcus Aldridge, which I'll get to in a sec. But Steve Adams had a very huge impact on this game, especially during the pick and roll where they are actually throwing the ball into him as he slashes through, like he just drives in, which is something that they should go to often because they often leave Steve Adams open a couple of times to go inside the paint. Like they pretty much know that they're not going to pass it to him. Perfect opportunity to use this guy in the pick and roll. Use like a DeAndre Jordan type of way, where Chris Paul does the pick and roll, pass the ball down to DeAndre Jordan or alley oop, and quick, easy buckets. You take the stress off of Kevin Durant to run the ball down, or Russell Brook putting so many shots in. Easy work. Robinson, I can understand they use him on the defensive end, but on the offensive end, he is completely useless at all. On the defensive end, I can see that he plays good defense, but he needs to develop a good offense to make this whole entire starting lineup a whole package. Because I honestly say the shooting guard is really a missing factor for this Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, you have Dion Waiters coming off the bench. I understand that, but at least I hope Robertson um, does something on offense. But that's just me. Russell Westbrook had 35 points, 11 rebounds. Sorry, 11 rebounds and 9 assists. Um, 8 turnovers he had throughout the entire game. He needs to work better on his possession. Just protect the ball. But he did lead the team in the fourth quarter, doing some clutch moves to lead this team to victory. So you got to give him that. You have Dion Waiters coming off the bench with 9 points. You have Ian Kenter with 8 points and 13 rebounds and 3 block shots. So he had a big impact as well. The team shot 43% from the field overall, 35% for the 3 point range, 54 rebounds, which was a crucial factor. Crucial factor because they just out rebounded the San Antonio Spurs in that department by a big margin, which is a huge plus. Um, they really need to work on the turnovers because the San Antonio Spurs are just benefiting from it. So if they could cut it down a huge bunch, that would be great. That would be awesome. Especially for Russell Westbrook, turn the ball over has been his forte, especially in the fourth quarter. And it will be in a bad situation if he does that again, especially going into Oklahoma City Thunder next game. So that's just something to look at. Uh, Kawhi Leonard, San Antonio Spurs, we're talking about 26 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals. He having a huge impact, pretty much having the biggest impact in this game. Um, Playing good defense and good offense. Best two-way player. He did very good. You have DeMarcus Aldridge. Like I said, Steve Adams played a huge role in stopping LaMarcus Aldridge. Same goes for Serge Ibaka, playing very good defense on LaMarcus Aldridge. I got at them earlier this series, like the first 2 games or so, on how they have been guarding LaMarcus Aldridge. It looks like they figured it out. And all I can say is, hell yeah, keep it up. Really keep it up. Handle the big game. Tim Duncan, he having a good impact in some cases, but it's just that it seems like Father Time has wiped him out. Because on the offensive end, he doesn't seem to have it anymore. Like, really don't have it anymore. You don't really see him in the fourth quarter that much. He barely gets minutes in there. Uh, I just don't know what to say about that. Danny Green showing up big time. 7 out of 9 from the field. 6 out of 8 from the 3 point range. A huge help. 20 points. This has been a missing factor for the San Antonio Spurs. They're missing Danny Green's 3 point shooting. They really need a big game from Patty Mills, and they need a big game from Ginobili. So big ups for Danny Green to step up. Tony Parker struggled tonight, 4 out of 12 shooting, 9 points and 5 rebounds. Patty Mills with 4 points, 2 points from D'Lau, 3 points from Ginobili, and Kyle Anderson only played for 8 minutes. It seems like every single game this time series, it seems like the bench is slowly declining big time because they're starting to look like they have real no impact at all. Patty Mills is not getting the ball enough. He's not taking a lot of shots. Ginobili has completely fallen off the map when it comes to the offensive game. He can run the ball for sure. He can run the ball. He can make some plays. But as an offensive, a scoring factor, he has completely been gone. Um, the same goes for Patty Mills for his 3 point shooting. Um, they need to put Kyle Anderson more into this game because he plays decent defense, especially going up against Kevin Durant. He steps up to the plate. So that's it. 40% from the field overall, 47% from the 3 point range. They were still able to do so. 36 rebounds, 11 steals, only 7 turnovers. Good job for that. 6 block shots. LaMarcus Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard need help. They really need help. They need another helping from Danny Green. They need Tony Parker to get back on his game, but I feel like at this point of his career, it seems like he has completely declined hugely. Ginobili seems to not have nothing left on the offensive end. Uh, he he only took 4 shots. Um, D'Lo doesn't seem to have much of an impact as he used to be. Like a couple of years ago against the Miami Heat, he had a huge impact. He had just a significant impact on the field, on the defensive end and the offensive end, passing the ball, rebounding, shooting, post ups. This time around, it doesn't seem like that. David West not getting it in either. So the bench needs to show up truly because it doesn't seem like Tony Parker can put up another performance yet. We don't know if Danny Green can be consistent to this series. Tim Duncan has completely diminished. He can play definite good defense because he's smart on defense, but that's pretty much it. Everything else needs to be relied upon on the bench. So that's on me. That's my forte on this. So that's it for tonight. Thunder 1 win away for the conference finals. Tomorrow, Miami Heat versus Toronto Raptors. Game 5 in Toronto. This series has been very good. Portland Trailblazers versus Golden State. Portland, a huge possible chance of them being eliminated. Especially, this is the Oracle Arena, Golden State Warriors territory. It is what it is. So that's it. Peace out.